Okay, I'm back and I've got a banger for the number one single, but we'll get to that. Overall, the collections were kind of soft. Let's get into it. Just to show you what I mean here, my first honorable mention, Black Lagoon, volumes 1 to 12, went for $110. That's like $9.17 per book. Mind you, this was a bid, and it was bid fairly heavily at 16 bids, but $110 for the complete run of Black Lagoon, that is cheap. Next honorable mention is Saturn Apartments Volumes 1 through 7, went for $225. That's about $32 a book. Viz Media 2010. Honorable mention number 3, speaking of soft sales, Vagabond, Viz Big Edition, Volumes 1 through 12, was from Australia and also a bid, $240. That's about $20 a book, Viz Media 2008. Normally, these will go for around $30 per book. Probably one of the reasons was it was shipping from Australia, and when you ship something this large, that becomes a big factor because shipping costs can skyrocket. Honorable mention number 4 is Nana, volumes 1 through 21. All but the last volume were first print, and it went for $270, almost $13 a book. Viz Media 2005. The reason I put this on here is I always wonder if there's a premium for first printings in manga. Like, I haven't exactly noticed one. There's definitely premiums for sealed or factory wrap. But as far as like first printing versus second printing, a lot of people list it, but I haven't seen a huge price premium for first prints. But anyway, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on. Let's get to number 5. The newcomer to the list, Spice and Wolf, volumes 1 through 23, went for $277. That's about $12 a book, Yen Press 2010. Tied for number 4. One Piece Omnibus, volume 1 through 42, so that's 14 books in total. Went for $350, or about $25 a piece. Viz Media 2009. That's a lot of One Piece. So, what it was tied with is, first time we've seen it on the list is Gintama, volumes 1 through 23. Also sold for $350 or $15.22 a book. Viz Media 2007. Again, super huge, popular series, Gintama. Number 3, Trigun Maximum, volumes 1 through 12. $365 or about a little over $30 per book. Dark Horse 2004. Now, when I looked at this one, because the seller had so many copies of these available, it seems like, they're bootleg, but this is a British seller, and it seemed to be legit. And I don't know how they got so many copies of Trigun Maximum, but they're certainly raking it in now. So let's get to number 2, Vagabond, Viz Big Edition, volume 1 through 12. This also sold from England, sold for about $366, about $30.50 a piece. Viz Media 2008. Let's get to number 1, and we'll really see a comparison here. Number 1 is Vagabond, Viz Big Edition, volumes 1 through 12, $375. This time it sold from California, so that's about $31.25 per book. Viz Media 2008. Not too different actually from the UK sale. Very close, about less than $10 difference. But again, we see Vagabond continues to be a force to be reckoned with here when it comes to collections. All right, let's get to the singles, and I've only got 2 honorable mentions today. The first one is Made in Abyss, Volume 4, sold for $35, 7 Seas 2018. Now this is just over double cover price, and is certainly less than what it has been in the past. One of the reasons might be I noticed I got my notification on Right Stuff. Volume 1 of Made in Abyss is back in stock at cover price. I'm very tempted to go on and buy a couple, but the shipping to Canada makes it, not so much of a good deal. Is this a second print? I don't know. It would be interesting to find out if that number 1's a second print. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Honorable mention number 2 is one that is out of print, and that is Cowboy Bebop Volume 1. These always sell for a good amount. In this case, it was $50, and that's Tokyo Pop 2002. Number 10 is a newcomer to the list. It's Law of Ueki, Volume 16. Went for $70. Viz Media 2013. Tied for number 10 would be Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Volume 6. Again, sold for $70. Viz Media 2012. Number 8, Boys Over Flowers Volume 10, or as I like to call it, Hana Yoridango. Sold for $75. Viz Media 2005. Very popular romance series from way back when. Number 7 is a newcomer. He's My Only Vampire Volume 8. $88. Yen Press 2016. Alright, next up we have a massive logjam for basically the number 3 position. We have 4 books, all sold for $99.99. The first is Dominate Me from Fantagraphic Books 2007, sold for $99.99. As you can see from the seller, they've got a stack of these, and is not the first time that it's made the list either. The next one to be tied for number 3 is Hey Class President, Volume 3, a boys' love title, $99.99, 801 Media from 2009. The next Volume 3 is Phoenix Volume 6 from Osamu Tezuka, basically $100, Viz Media 2006, classic manga. The final manga tied for number 3 is Tank Tenkura, the pre-war works, sealed, originally by Gajo Sakamoto, Fantagraphic Books 2011. Number 2, we saw this one go about a week ago for $206. This time it's only $150, but it's a light novel. Classroom of the Elite, Volume 7, $149.99, 7 Cs, 21. And now, finally, number 1 with a bullet. One of these sold for February 4th for $1,650, and I'm surprised I missed it. I'll give you a quick screenshot of that, and then you'll know the one I'm talking here is One Piece, Volume 1, shiny gold cover. The one that just sold was actually number 364 of 5,000, and it went for $1,500. It sold from Japan, but it is the English language version, Viz Media 2003. Now, these are different from the gold foil edition. The gold foil edition can go for, $20 to $50. These are the shiny gold cover and limited to 5,000. I would have to say these One Piece Volume 1, the shiny gold cover, limited to 5,000, from my research, are probably the most expensive manga out there. They reaffirm for me that there is indeed a collector's market in manga, because if there wasn't, everybody would just buy One Piece Volume 1 for the $10 and be happy to read it. No, these are certainly collectibles. You can tell anytime like things are going for consistently going for $1,000 or more. That's a collector's market, everyone. So whether that makes you happy or sad, I wouldn't worry about it. As I always say, just buy what you want to own, right? So if a shiny gold cover One Piece makes you happy and you don't mind spending $1,500 on it, then be my guest. If you want to buy a massive collection for that same amount of money and have a bookcase full of books, because it'll probably get you around 150 books at $10 a piece, be my guest as well. Anyways, I'll post up the spreadsheets. As you can see from the runs, the collections, Vagabond Viz Big Edition dominated. Trigon Maximum still valuable, but nothing went for an obscene amount of money. Top collection was $375. The one that threw off the curve today was a One Piece Shiny Gold Cover Edition, going for $1,500. Besides that, everything was basically normal. Most times the top 10 starts at around $70, goes up to $150 to $200, and every so often you've got something that'll go for, $300 plus. In this case, it was the One Piece Shiny Gold Cover. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, like I said, if anybody ever wants to leave a comment or certain things they want to bring up, hey, I'm not an expert by any stretch. Always glad to get some new guidance or information. And anyways, we'll talk to everybody next time.